Hello, today I'm talking about the symbolism in Heartstopper Forever. So, as you know, I've done this with all the other seasons as well, so this was kind of inevitable. Some of these I noticed myself, some of them I had to read Reddit, some of them my friends pointed them out, but these are all the ones that I have. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more in the movie that I haven't noticed yet, but I just want to get this video out. I don't want to keep the video waiting, because, I have all these videos planned out, so yeah. So let's get into it. Okay, start with the very obvious one. Nick and Charlie wear blue and yellow throughout the movie. That one is kind of just Heartstopper, so that one I don't really need to talk about. But when Nick and Charlie break up, they start wearing darker colors, which I think is a really neat detail as well, because I've noticed this before in other media, like Inside Out and Steven Universe, where the characters will wear darker colors when they're in a bad mental state. So yeah, I like that as well. This isn't from the movie itself, but I still wanted to mention it. The poster actually represents the plot very well, because the way they're positioned, Charlie is like in the middle and he's facing away from the sun, like he's facing towards something. And then Nick's kind of further along, representing how like he needs Charlie's help this time, like how Charlie needed his help in the show. And obviously that's the exact plot of the movie. So yeah, I think that's really cool that they did that. They like foreshadowed that, because I already knew that was going to happen because of the graphic novels, but the way they did it in the movie poster, I like the way they did it. That was really good. Also, Charlie's now walking around Nick's house topless, which, obviously represents how he's more comfortable in his body, and he's more comfortable with Nick seeing his body, which I really like that. That's actually a triumphant one for me, yeah. Charlie has a poster of the Odyssey in his room, and I haven't seen the film yet. I know it's a book, but I haven't seen the film yet, so do not spoil it. But apparently it's about someone going for hell and being hit by obstacles as if the universe is against him. And that's basically what Charlie went through in season 3. So I think that's pretty good symbolism there, Like, the Odyssey obviously relates to Charlie a lot. So I like that as well. I mean, I have posters of things that I like. There, you can't see it, but there's a Superman poster back there. Okay, so this one I found on Reddit. Please take it with a grain of salt, because I don't really know if you'll agree. And I'm not taking any screenshots for this one, because that just feels too weird. But can't believe I have to start saying it like this. Nick bottoming may be symbolic of showing a level of physical vulnerability that he can't yet show emotionally at that point in the story. And obviously, we know Nick's struggling to be vulnerable with Charlie because of everything he's feeling at this point. So, him bottoming, I guess, kind of represents that. I mean, maybe the person that said this, they might have a point. I don't know. Someone might need to explain that one to me, because I'm not the most media literate person in the world. So, yeah. Okay, that one with a grain of salt. This is the one I noticed myself, and it's a really sweet one. When Tal, Elle, and Isaac go to Charlie's house to try and cheer him up, Isaac turns the music light back on to show that, Charlie has a little hope in his life with his friends. I really love that. It's so sweet. Because the music light was off the whole time he was in his, depression because of the breakup, but Isaac turns it back on when they show up. I really love that. That's such a cute detail. Okay, this one I'm not entirely sure what it could mean, but at the gay bar when they go to Pride, Charlie's in more pinkish light while Nick's in blue light. Obviously, the colors and lights mean things in the show. We all know that. So I don't know what the pink could mean. The blue kind of represents, the depression and the uncertainty, but I don't know what the pink could mean. I don't know if it means in love, because that's kind of what yellow and red represent in the show. So someone might need to explain the pink to me, but someone on Reddit pointed it out, so I kind of had to mention it. Hi, BB from the future here. I noticed a couple of other things that I didn't notice when I first recorded the video. I'm very glad that I noticed before I released it, though. So yeah, we're lucky there. So, the first thing is that when Nick is thinking about his dad, I mentioned that when he has the flashback, the screen goes all white because he's having a horrible memory. I think he does that a couple times when he's having anxiety, but yeah, that represents that obviously. And then this one I didn't notice. I saw it on Instagram when Netflix posted it, but when they're at Harry's party, all the different lighting is all the pride flag. That is a really cool detail, and I cannot believe I didn't notice that, and I'm very glad that Netflix pointed it out, because that is awesome. So yeah, those are two things I forgot. This one's not subtle at all. Nick bonds with a golden retriever when he starts working at the dog home. Do I even need to explain this one? We all know that Nick is a golden retriever, so yeah, that one was pretty obvious, to be honest. Alright, my last one for this video. After Tal records everyone's What's Your Future segments, he hands his camera over to Nick. And we all know that filmmaking is a big part of Tal's life, because it's one of his biggest hobbies. So, and the fact that he hated Nick in the season 1, and now he's literally letting him hold his camera, that's wow. that their friendship development is so underrated. Their relationship is the most underrated relationship in the whole show for me, because it's really, really good. So I had to write this down because I kept fumbling. The camera is both a plot device to hear from the individual characters and a symbolic device used to show the confidence in the developed friend group, even as they are about to go their separate ways. So yeah, I thought it's a really nice detail. But anyway, that's all the symbolism that I found in Heartstopper Forever. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more than that, but this is all that I could find. Let me know if there's any symbolism that I missed. Let me know if there's any that you think is symbolism. And let me know if you like the movie in the comments down below. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!